A ghost once walked within his skin, with eyes that didn't know my name. The shadows grew from deep within and fed upon the steady flame. He left us while he still was there, a hollow man of 19 years. We watched him vanish in despair and drowned our hope in silent tears. The powder turned the blood to ice and stole the heart we used to know. He paid the heavy, bitter price while watching all his goodness go. For 2 long decades in the dark, he wandered through a jagged maze. We searched for just a single spark across those weary, wasted days. The brother that I loved was lost behind a wall of chemical haze. We never could compute the cost of all those frantic, blurred out days. But near the age of 36, the tide began to slowly turn. He found the strength to finally fix the bridges he had tried to burn. He fought the demon for his soul and climbed out from the deepest pit. He seized the heavy, lost control, and found the torch that stayed unlit. Now he has found a different path to stand where once he used to fall. He helps them face the aftermath and answers every desperate call. He works beside the boys in blue to speak for those who have no voice. He knows exactly what they're through and shows them there's a better choice. Into the rooms where neglect grows and filth is piled upon the floor, he is the only one who knows how to unlock that heavy door. The lonely men who've lost their way and don't know how to ask for grace, he hears the things they cannot say and looks them kindly in the face. He acts as bridge and moderator between the law and those in need, a savior and a firm translator who sows a different kind of seed. His spirit is no longer gone. His mind is sharp and bright and clear. He's walking through the early dawn to banish every addict's fear. But though his soul schedule is a crowded map of broken lives and heavy hearts. He's filling every widening gap while we are drifting far apart. The street is claimed his every hour. The mission takes his every breath. He uses all his newfound power to pull the dying back from death. I'm proud of every life he saves and every hand he's reached to hold. He pulls them from the early graves with stories that must still be told. But in the quiet of my home, I miss the man he used to be. I wait beside the silent phone for him to find some time for me. My brother rose up from the dust to find a life so grand and new. I hold on to my patient trust until his busy day is through.
He chased the night till the night chased him, spun in shadows where the light grew dim. Broken mirrors told his story in shards. Every breath he took was battle scarred. He met the edge and shook his hand, sank in quicksand, then took a stand. From ashes to iron, he built his spine. No excuses, no more next time. He won't bend for the tales they weave. If you don't want freedom, then you can't grieve. He sees a ghost in their hollowed out eyes, knows the dance, knows the lies. One more hit, they whisper and plead, but he's heard that song and won't concede. Change is yours, not mine, to lend. The road begins where excuses end. From ashes to iron, he built his spine. No excuses, no more next time. He won't bend for the tales they weave. If you don't want freedom, then you can't grieve.
I do not know if hands design the gears, or if the stars just drift through empty years. The silent snow descends to claim the ground, until the rose in spring is once more found. Trace the silver frost within my hair, the lines around my eyes from light and air. The river grinds the heavy boulders small, as seasons wear the factory's brick wall. I've written half the truths I call my own, the rest was from a seed that sowed. I've seen the world as every soul must see, but kept the unique flaws that dwell in me. I strained my back to hoard the heavy coin, but gold is cold where soul and shadow join. I spent my days to make the world behave, not knowing if I'm foolish or I'm brave. One more snowfall, one more summer's heat, the pulse of life, the steady rhythmic beat. One more snowfall, one more summer's heat, the pulse of life, the steady rhythmic beat. I watch the copper clocks begin to fail, the rusted anchor and the tattered sail. The iron chimneys crumble into dust, the great machines surrender to the rust. All I have learned was whispered long before. The tide begins to turn.
He lived in the haze, the smoke of his pain. A needle, a pill, a drink for the rain. He sold his tomorrow for a hit of today, but he clawed his way. Oh, he clawed his way out of the pit where his demons would play. No excuses, no lies, he won't hear you say. You can't change, you can't change. He stands tall where the shadows once grew, a mirror of pain for the lost to look through. His words cut sharp, they're the truth, not a bruise. He says, I've been there, I know the cost. I took the long road, I know what you lost. But he clawed his way, oh, he clawed his way out of the pit where his demons would play. No excuses, no lies, he won't hear you say. You can change, you can change.